episode and I'm your host, Jesus Washington, and I have a very, very special guest today, Imaginarium Circus. And I have Miss Stephanie, mashallah, and then I have I'm sorry, I have Miss Darling and Daring Nikki, and then I have Miss Jax here, and we also have Miss Heather, who we will be like rotating throughout the show. All right, ladies, let's start with Miss Stephanie.
Sure.
Yellow. Let's first. Here's the first question to all of you. What do you guys do in the daytime?
Oh my goodness. By day and by night, we're two very different people. So I am an events and education coordinator with the Michigan Alzheimer's Disease Center at the University of Michigan. I plan a bunch of educational events and community events. And that's what I do by day. And then by night, I'm a trained aerialist and, yeah, performer.
A performer.
Yep.
And you're next, mashallah.
During the day, I don't get to wear glitter or frills. I am an attorney, and I handle family law issues for the courts. So it is not as exciting or sometimes fun at all. But at night, I practice with these lovely ladies, and I eat fire. And
You eat fire?
I eat fire.
Oh my God!
And have a wonderful time. So yes, two very different jobs.
Very different jobs. You guys wear many hats. It
Yes.
looks like.
Yes, absolutely. By day, I am an HR manager or director at a advertising and marketing company, and I absolutely love it. It's got a lot of variety. But then by night, I transform into an aerial performer for everybody's entertainment.
All right, beautiful. And then let's tell everyone what's Imaginarium Circus.
So Imaginarium Circus it's a troupe of ladies,
Yes.
of what you're seeing here, and we are aerialists. So we perform with fabric and hammock and lyra, which is the hard circle, and we have a lot of the pocket lyra, and there's a number of apparatuses that are hanging from the sky, I guess, a rig, and then we do ground activities where we're hula hooping fire. We have fire fans, we eat fire, and we hula hoop regular hoops, and do a number of other things on the ground. So when you get Imaginarium Circus to come and perform, you're up, you're down, you get a lot of eye activity. It's all very visual, and the music and the glitter.
We'll leave a trail as we walk out.
Yeah. So it's a whole thing, and you can pick if you just want aerial or you just want fire, you want the mix. And so you get all of us, some of us, and it's all really what you want. We do festivals, we do private parties, indoor, outdoor. So really, it's the whole circus.
Yes, and you use your muscles.
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
All your
Yes,
muscles.
all the
absolutely.
muscles.
All the muscles.
Yes.
And how did you guys get into this?
Wow.
How did you form the group?
That actually formed very
Naturally.
very naturally. I was one of my friends works for the city of Ferndale, and she was putting on an event, a splash pad event, and she was like, "Well, I'm hoping that we're gonna do some sort of carnival or circus theme," and I was like, "I think I know a group of ladies who would like to perform."
Oh, yeah.
And so, we got that gig. We started working on our routines, putting everything together, working on transitions between different pieces, and so we can create like a cohesive show. And yeah, we performed our first show as our group July 16th of this year. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations! I'm
Yes,
so
very
happy.
nice.
and
it's really
proud of
nice to get back out there after the last couple years of things being canceled and just not happening to begin with. We're really excited to move forward with our new troupe and get out there and perform.
Yeah.
It's what we love to do.
you. So you guys are friends.
We
We
are.
are.
Yes.
We all train at the same place.
And how long have you guys been friends?
Year,
Each other.
God, years. A few years.
Probably at least 5.
5.
Five, going strong!
Yeah.
wanted to also talk about that, but first, you know what I wanted to do before we get into something else? I wanted each of you to stand over here and show your outfits.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we want to show your outfits.
Nick?
Yalla, look at the beautiful Nikki. Yes, yes, model for us. Yes.
Oops, let me sneak out.
Woo, yes, beautiful outfit.
You can never go wrong with the fluffy flutter butt.
Yes. You guys
And
have
here we
beautiful
go.
outfits.
Look at
Yes.
And you can't ever have enough glitter.
never.
Never. And
Nice.
the way you guys did your makeup, you guys always do your makeup like this, so with all glitter.
We do a lot because you can see it.
Yes.
So and it does, it sparkles and you can see it from the sky
And with the light. When
yeah,
the
the
light
light
hits it.
and the light
Absolutely.
hits
It's
it
like
even when we
sparkly.
do night.
Yep.
It's
you
magical.
The fire gets
Magical.
near it. You can see you know.
Oh, I can just
it
imagine with
reflects
the
off,
fire.
yeah.
Oh my god.
So and it's easy to work with. You're not as opposed to paint. You're not like sweating.
Yes.
It's on. And
It's on,
so,
it doesn't go off
No.
the whole day
No.
while
Oh,
you're
yeah.
performing.
No, you'll even after you're done performing.
Sun glitter everywhere.
Yeah.
And your beautiful glittery lips. How you do this one, mashallah?
We we have it's MAC. It's MAC.
Mac?
Yeah, MAC
Mhm.
glitter.
So you put the lipstick and then you put the glitter
Yeah.
on?
Yep.
Glitter on.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, and it just stays. I don't add any adhesive or anything
Nothing?
to it. It
Same.
just
Yeah.
Wow.
It's fantastic.
And do you guys make your own wardrobe? Do you guys create your own wardrobe?
We didn't make these, but we put them together
Mhm.
so that we're kind of matching, but not all the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's always like obviously a common color and a pattern, and then we're like, we'll get it so that you can tell we're related.
Like you guys are related.
But it's
We
not
belong
the
together.
it's not the same costume. So, and that's because then you can take the pieces and use them differently. Because
Oh,
Yeah.
you guys like switch
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
outfits?
absolutely,
You're like, no, I need something
Wow.
for this. Because sometimes, depending on your routine, sometimes you need something that covers your back a little bit more. If you're doing a routine that has a lot of wraps around your belly, you don't want that bare skin.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'll rip right off.
Really?
And
Oh my god.
so, but then sometimes, if you're doing a routine that doesn't have fabric wraps or anything, you could do a two-piece outfit and it looks great. So,
Yeah. And now, you know what I wanted to talk about, which I think is really, really important? How you guys, like, as women, came together and formed this group, because it's very, very difficult for, like, I find it difficult, or I see it, like, women to come together and literally build something together, build something and bring people together and make people happy, How did you guys do it?
So one of the things that I think about the circus environment, just culture in general, is that it's really, body positive and just positive in general. And it's really easy to connect with people, which is lovely. I met these ladies all at classes, and we just kept increasing our skill level together. And then we'd get to know things about each other's lives and our partners and various things, because we share that information when we're there. And so we just grew naturally together, very organically.
Yeah.
Yeah, the circus community is very uplifting. So it's like forming the human chain and pulling each other up, as opposed to stepping on someone to get up. Everything you do in class, they're not married to a shape, or you don't have to create this shape. If you do it to your level, and at the end of learning new tricks and stuff, everybody claps, everybody's supportive. When you're struggling with something, everybody is helping you. Your instructors are helping you. The circus community is great, and we all support each other. There are other women who have troupes that perform, and we go see that. When we perform, they come see us.
yeah,
Wow.
Everybody,
that's really nice.
yeah, and they support you. It's an amazing community for women. It's all very just a positive. It's not competitive like I know people would think that,
Yeah.
but it's really not. It's all, we all accept everybody for their differences.
And no judgments.
No
No,
judgments.
no,
yeah.
not at all.
Competitive within ourselves.
Yes.
though,
Yeah,
'cause
well-
we definitely are like, oh my gosh, I've been working on this forever and it still looks like this. Like,
So you guys are like hard on yourself, but not hard on each other.
No.
Absolutely.
Right, yep,
Yeah,
that's-
just really uplifting with everyone in the community. I'm so thankful that I joined Circus years ago. It's been one of the best decisions I ever made.
Oh, absolutely.
And each of you, how long you been in doing circus?
So I started. I've been on and off relationship just because I started when I was like 25. Oh, long time ago.
Long time ago. You're still young, all of you, millennials.
I started in New York and I trained for a couple years, and then I came here. Went to grad school. Was poor for about 7 years because those darn student loans. And
Well, I hear you. 150,000 in debt,
then-
mashallah.
So I went for a few years, and then I took a chunk of time off, and then when things got a little more financially stable in my life, then I went back full force, and I haven't looked back.
You haven't looked back.
Mm-mm.
Changed your life.
Absolutely. Yep. Even when you're like, you're not feeling like you really want to go to class, and you're like, oh, I could just stay here and watch a movie.
Yes.
And then you make yourself go, and you're always so happy that you went.
Oh,
You're like, I accomplished something tonight. Like, I got to hang out with people that I love, and I got to do something that I love. So it's,
And move your body, which always feels
yes.
Yes.
Exercise. It's an
Yes,
exercise.
always, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, 13 years?
13?
I gotta do the math. 11 going
years.
on 12 years, yeah. 12.
Wow, that's a long time.
And I've been doing it for about 7 years now. I actually got to do the flying trapeze on a vacation because my resort just happened to have one.
What is that?
It's where you're holding onto the bar and you swing out like on your own, and then you can do flips, and other people can catch you like you see at the big top circuses.
Yes.
So I just got to try that, and then I came home and I was trying to find something, similar, and they don't have flying trapeze in Michigan. So next best thing, circus.
Yeah.
The circus.
Yeah.
And that's where you guys found the community and all the love
Yeah.
and all the support.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then once you meet one circus person, that's how we start in aerial, then we learn fire, because then you meet other people who have other skills. And
Oh,
what's
yeah.
amazing is they all want to share their skill set. They want to
Wow.
show you, oh wait, you have to see this. I
Yeah.
can show you. And then, one, they want to make sure you do it safe
Yeah.
and proper and everything. But it's great because then they all want to share their skills. And then that's how you, start learning hoop or fire
Yeah.
or something, because someone, oh, you have to do this. You'll love this. You'll love this. If
Yeah.
you love that, you'll love this. And everyone wants to share, which is great.
Yes.
They do, and you know what? I still have Hannah's hoops because she let me borrow them, and I was like, I really love these things. She's like, just keep them until you get your own pair, and I was like, okay.
Aww, that is so sweet.
I was like, I've got millions of hoops.
Yeah, it's a great.
So how often do you guys practice?
Oh, well, it depends.
Yep.
If we have a show coming up, at frequency more, because we have to run the whole show to make sure the transitions work. At least once a week, probably twice a week. For me, and it depends. Like I do aerial, and then another day I may do fire, but twice a week, sometimes more.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
say at least twice a week. And I have a rig in my backyard, so I'll practice in my backyard a lot of times. And if I'm taking classes, it's usually once or twice a week. When I'm getting ready for a performance, it's
Oh,
4 or
gosh,
5 times a week.
Okay.
Every day.
Yeah.
Oh.
On lunch break too.
Yes.
And on lunch break you practice?
I do, absolutely. Especially when I'm working from home, and I'm like, okay, well, I've got 15 minutes. I'm gonna get out these fans and just to play around with stuff for 15 minutes, and just to keep going.
Totally.
Oh yeah.
Same.
'Cause you got to keep it up, or you lose.
Yeah,
it.
you get, or
Yeah.
you lose it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you guys do like different acts?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Different
Apparatus.
Apparatus?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't do fabric.
So how would you do the fabric? Oh, the fabric is what the video is, right?
Yeah.
So that was silk, and then there's hammock as well, which is a fabric. I don't want to talk for you, but Stephanie, I think, is the only one here that does silk.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the straight fabric.
Straight fabric.
Wow. And you don't like slip or anything when you're doing it? It's silky, Habibti.
Well, you know what? what? I do put rosin on my hands for a little extra grip.
And is it the white stuff?
It's like kind of like, I don't know, how do you explain rosin? It's like a sticky rock.
Oh.
And you just kind of rub it on your hands a little bit, and it helps with the silk
Grip.
part, with the grip.
But
Mhm.
yeah, her grip is insane.
Yeah.
So
I do
she
have
has
a
very
pretty
good grip.
powerful grip. Just, you know, you have to work the grip. That's really important for for every single apparatus. The interesting thing between like silks and lyra is when I'm doing silk, my grip is this way, and when I'm doing lyra, my grip is this way. So I have to make sure that I train like all of the muscles in my wrist both ways. Otherwise,
So you do like exercises.
oh yeah, I get some wrist exercises in.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it's important to warm those muscles up
Yeah,
before
that's
you're
my next one.
performing too,
Yes.
and even
Mhm.
afterwards, so you don't get stiff.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Warm up, cool down before every class, before every performance. Try and do it at home.
Yes.
But sometimes you get excited, like when you have that window, you want to jump up on there. And,
I know.
But you really need to warm up.
Yes. Before we take our station break, I wanted to show the video
Oh sure.
that we have. I wanted
yes.
to show our audience the video, what you guys do. And it's all, I know it's only one video, but we're gonna have another episode with Walking with Jesus. We're gonna have beautiful ladies. You get to see them in action.
Okay,
Yes. So this is.
I don't know, 30-second clip.
Yes, a 30-second clip, just to give you a preview of what these beautiful ladies do. So we're gonna take a station break, and then we're gonna do the switch, and then we're gonna have Heather come in so we can talk to her.
Sounds great.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching Everyday People Live, streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and all top social media platforms. Make sure you like, you follow, you subscribe, and you comment. And thank you so much for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. أعزائي المشاهدين، شكرا لمشاهدة Everyday People على قناة WJZZ Cool TV. And today's guests, I have, let's say it all at once.
Imaginarium Circus.
Woo! Imaginarium Circus. Yes. And I also want to give thanks to our sponsors, Pink Cab Express and Pink Medical Transportation, for sponsoring our show. And I also, if you want to hit the Cash App and support this show, you can hit the Cash App, capital J, 112233, capital W. And thank you so much for watching every week and being dedicated to everyday people. Yalla, now we're going to do the switch, and so you guys get to know Miss Heather.
I'll step back. Yeah.
So this is really, really exciting. I'm really excited because I've never met circus women before. I'm going to be honest with you. I've never met any circus women in my life. This
No
is
one
my
else
first
knows.
time.
And here's
Hello! Yes! We have Miss Heather. Yalla, introduce yourself, Habibti, to everybody and tell everybody what you do in the morning and what you do at night, mashallah.
Well, my name is Heather, and in the daytime, I do construction lending for a local bank.
Wow.
Yes, it's very exciting. Almost as exciting as circus. And then in the evening, I do circus. So I do hoops, and I do straps, and I do fire.
Oh, okay.
And
So those
hammock.
are the acts that you do.
Yes.
Okay. And how long you been doing it?
Been doing it for a little over 6 years.
Okay. So we have 6 years, 11 years, mashallah. We have,
On and off for like 6 or 7 years. Yeah.
yeah. That's pretty good. And we were talking about how you guys came together and how everyone joined the group. How did you join the group?
Stephanie asked me if I wanted to perform. I said, yes.
That's it.
She didn't take a lot of convincing.
No,
No?
there was no arm twisting or anything. I was like, yes, I love to perform.
Now, did you guys like ever think you guys were gonna do this together? Like thinking back at it, and being friends, for a long time. Did you guys think you guys were gonna come together and form this group?
I kind of always hoped we
Yeah.
would.
Oh.
Because the class is big, but we all sort of gravitated in this collection of us, and we would all take the same. Are you in this class? Are you going to take?
Mhm.
Even though Heather takes straps, I still don't understand straps. Straps is hard. It's really, really hard. And so, but when we would take classes, we'd always make sure. So it almost seemed like it was a natural progression. We were going to end up together.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you guys knew it, but you guys just didn't know when.
You didn't know, right?
It was eventually going to happen. Just didn't have that magic 8 ball
Yes.
to tell us when.
To tell you when. Though we all need that.
Yes.
And I wanted to ask, what do you do to practice your
Well,
acts?
So I practice at Jack's house or at Nikki's house because they both have rigs that are outside. My rig is inside in my living room, so it's only 8 feet tall, so I can't really do much on it. And then I take classes, of course, down in Madison Heights.
Okay.
So
And how tall is the rigs? Usually.
When all the legs are, what is it? 23?
23.
23 feet?
23 feet?
Yeah,
Yes.
to the top.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then it's got a pulley system, so you may not be, you're not necessarily to the top.
Right.
Yeah.
So who assembles when you guys are performing? Who assembles everything?
We
We
all
all
do.
You guys put it together?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
we
powerful
do.
woman. Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Put it together, we take it down, we bring all our gear,
Yep.
we
Yes.
unload. Yeah, so it's
And our rig can fit in a Honda Fit or in a Mini Cooper.
In a Mini Cooper?
Yeah.
Yes.
A Mini Cooper is small.
Yes.
the
Oh my
legs,
God.
the legs, it comes apart. The legs come
Oh,
apart.
Yeah.
yes. And you guys
So-
just put everything in the back.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
I was genuinely surprised when it fit into the car.
Well, I'm shocked. I have a Mini Cooper. How
have
is
a
this
Mini
one
Cooper?
possible? Yeah, I have a Mini Cooper. Yes.
You belong in the circus.
I belong in the circus. Yeah, well, I'm gonna join soon. I was thinking when I turn 70, I'm gonna start lifting weights. That's what I was thinking when I turn 70. I
Oh,
So you
wouldn't-
got like what?
I'm 37 now, so
I was
I.
gonna say like at least 40 more years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Yes.
Now, I wanted to get into, what it takes to put it together. Like, how long does it take to set up for the performance?
We're actually pretty good at setting up. We know how to take down and set up.
yeah.
Wow.
So we arrive, we set up our rig, we create a perimeter because people, I don't know how this happens, they don't pay attention and they walk right into where we're performing, and especially if we have fire and stuff. And we all carry insurance. So we create a perimeter and then we can get ready in about 30 minutes. We give an hour just to make sure because then we have to warm up.
Yep.
And then, then we have the PA system ready to go. We have the microphone. I mean, everything is pretty good. But like, if you meant in preparation for how much time to get a show together, it depends. Like, we're talking about getting like a theme show. I performed with a different group, and we had an Alice in Wonderland themed show.
Wow.
So everybody's song, whatever they're doing, kind of had that theme, and everybody was a character. So somebody was the Hat, or somebody was the Queen of Hearts. So their costume might be red and black. So it wasn't exactly Alice in Wonderland, but you could see that it was an Alice. And then you have to think about your audience. If we're doing a child show, we can't have the explicit lyrics on the song.
Right.
And we have a lot of Disney songs. If I hear Frozen one more time. There's been a lot of routines to the Frozen songs. Just because children,
Yeah.
they want to hear that.
So you guys set up the themes. You
Oh,
guys set up the performances and everything. You do everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
We do our own
Unless the client
choreography
wants
for
something
our.
specific, like if they're like, oh, we want this kind of theme, like we moodier, you want something like that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, mostly if it's a children's show, like we want Disney. And I'm like, or we'd like an adult theme show. Okay, then that's different.
yeah.
So adults do actually like
Oh,
call you to
yeah.
come in and perform.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. So or if you're doing a public thing like a street fair, I mean, certainly again you have to consider your audience. So then you keep it in tune with, especially if the fair has a theme. We have done a show. It was a '70s theme show.
Wow.
So like the festival was '70s themed. So
Yeah.
of course all the music was '70s, and we had the '70s looking, rainbow striped pants.
Wow.
And,
That's pretty cool.
yeah. So you do try and comply with the client's request, or again, you just got to read the room and see what would work. 'Cause you want to get called back.
Yes.
Right. Right.
And not be too outrageous.
Yes. And you guys are like fairly new when you guys like opened up to the public, right?
Yes. Yeah. So
How long ago?
we just Stephanie said in
Yeah,
July,
July.
us together, but we had independently worked. I'd worked with another group and other things, and so we'd independently worked. But this is us coming together just this July.
Wow.
Yeah.
This July, this
Yep.
year,
This year.
2022.
Yep.
Yes.
And so far, how many shows have you guys done since January?
Well, we've done
Oh.
2. We have our 3rd coming up Labor Day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So so we're just getting started as our group. So yeah, 2 so far this year. That went really well.
Yeah.
And then we have another one in the 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cool part. It's a night party. It's a whiteout party. So
Whiteout party?
yeah, so it's white on white. Should
Oh.
be interesting. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like a white party. You know how they have like white and black parties?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So you have to
it's just
wear
white.
all white.
We're all white, and then if the black lights, everybody glows.
Wow.
So we got, instead of glitter, we got the glow and the makeup that'll work under black lights.
What?
That's
So
gonna be
So that
fun.
means you can be
Yeah.
glowing.
Really
Yes.
glowing, yeah.
Oh my
Wow.
god, that is so awesome.
Yeah, so
Where do you get this makeup, mashallah, from?
I don't know. Where did you find it?
Online, I just looked it up. I'm not even sure where I got it from.
You can get anything.
Online,
It's
right?
Yeah.
Amazon?
I like
Probably,
glowing makeup.
yeah. Yeah, there's a makeup place that I've gotten other makeup from. Ben Nye? Is that?
Oh, yeah, because you've been by the science guy.
It's Bill Nye the Science Guy.
I know. That's what makes me go. My mind just goes right there.
But yeah, so that show's gonna be exciting.
Yeah.
So it'll be at night, so fire is gonna be super amazing.
Mhm.
Yes. I'm I'm gonna come. That's for sure. And for our audiences, if they want to come, what should they do?
It's a private party.
Oh, it's a private.
Sorry.
It's a private party.
It is. It's yeah. So, but I'm excited about it still.
Definitely. Yes, you should be excited about it. It sounds very
Absolutely.
exciting. And I should know that it's a white party. Those are usually by invitation.
Yeah.
We'll be putting up some videos though.
We'll be
on
putting
the-
up
yeah?
videos. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
from
Oh,
social
that's
media, so-
awesome.
Yeah.
And what type of social media platforms do you guys have? Is that you guys advertise on?
So we have a Facebook account under Imaginarium Circus, and we also have an Instagram under Imaginarium Circus. So yeah, come and check us out. And then,
Yes, and I want to
See what we
thank
can
also Roger Pennsylvania, the producer,
yeah,
yeah.
who introduced me to all of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Roger.
Yes, thank you. Much
Thank you,
appreciated.
Roger.
He told me you need to check them out and you need to have them on your show. I was like, absolutely.
Oh,
I was really, really honored when you answered my emails.
Oh, I was ecstatic when you did, because my husband does listen to various different programs on this, and so I was like, oh, I've heard of WJZZ, and yeah, it was really, really exciting.
Oh, love me too. All right, now I want to go around and we're gonna talk about I want to talk about you, like personally you. You know what I mean? And how you fit in the picture of the Imaginarium Circus, like individually. Like what roles you guys play individually.
I am a very good rigger. So
What's a rigger?
So the apparatuses, like changing out the apparatuses and sure, like when we're putting up the rig, I can make sure that as long as it's at my height, because I'm a little bit height impaired, that it's screwed in properly. They don't let me talk on the microphone a whole lot. Though.
No? Why, mashallah?
Somebody tends to.
Someone may have a potty mouth.
To keep Heather away from the microphone.
So they keep you, mashallah, on the side.
Yes, yes. I don't get the microphone very often.
Trying to keep it PG?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, me. So, I don't know. I'm like their mom, I guess. I've been doing it longer, and so maybe I guess I take that role of making sure everyone's organized, making sure everything is where it is. Working on coming up with the theme and what we're gonna do. So maybe I kind of take that role on, and I don't know, maybe mother everybody. I'm the oldest, so maybe that's where I come in. But I love working with the girls. They're great, and as I perform and change my performance because they're younger and they're more bendy. Let's be honest.
More bendy? More flexible?
I let them take those roles over, and I do what I do. So. But yeah, so I fit in. I think that's probably how I fit in with the girls.
Well, I feel you. I'm like a soul mother to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Well, I am a dancer by trade. I danced for many years with a professional company, DDC Dances, here in Detroit. So I bring a lot of, fun, different moves, choreography ideas, and things like that to our performances. Keep them very, very dancey and very, people friendly, and things that are going to really catch your eyes and routines.
Yeah.
Working on transitions that aren't just one skill to another, but making sure that each skill really, flows into the next and is, as eye-catching and, attractive as possible.
Yeah. And I was going to ask you a question. Now, do you I was going to say, when you're performing, or you said you dance and stuff like that, do you guys do dance on TikTok, or show your moves or different things on TikTok?
I've never figured out TikTok yet.
I have not downloaded the app yet, but it would not be good. I am not. So as much as Stephanie is a dancer, I am not.
Maybe all the younger generation is on TikTok.
I know.
You know how
I know.
exciting you would make them feel
See,
about the
Yeah.
things that you guys do?
I think that's maybe the next step. But
We probably
again,
should.
you young
Yes.
ladies.
You young lady, all of you young, mashallah. And mashallah in Arabic means beautiful.
Oh.
Yes, that's what
I
it
love
means.
That's beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Thank you. And so that's the next thing that you guys are probably gonna work on, your TikTok moves,
Yeah.
I
because
think
we
so.
gotta get you exposed. So
Yes.
everyday people, is about bringing guests in and exposing you to international and global people.
Oh wow.
So the world can see you.
And I'm so grateful that you found us.
And I am so
Me
grateful
too.
too. And never I love being around strong, independent women.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And how do you guys find it? Do you guys have children?
I do not.
I do not.
No
Oh my
children?
gosh, I am the only
You're the
one.
only
You're the only one,
Yes,
mashallah?
Yes, but I have an old child. So
Oh,
it's okay.
so,
She is, my child is 23. She starts grad school next month.
congratulations! And what's her name?
Her name's Bree.
Bree. Well, if you're watching it, Bree, congratulations. You're welcome. And so you guys, so basically you guys travel together. And if let's just say you guys had a gig outside of the United States, would you go?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah.
Absolutely.
You've
Oh.
done gigs outside of the U.S.
Canada. Yeah.
In Canada?
Yes,
Yes, shout out to Canada.
It's so funny. I don't think it. It's just
Because it's
Like,
next
you guys
door.
did, that is not. international, but then you were like, yeah, it really is.
It really is.
It is.
Yes. It's a whole different country. Different rules, different regulations, different everything.
Oh yes.
Yalla, hopefully you guys will get the phone call and travel international, and so the world can see you and see you perform, and bring beautiful smiles and positive energy to everyone in the world.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
That
That
would
would
be.
be.
That would be great.
That's gonna happen for sure. So we're gonna take another station break, and we're gonna do a switch off again after the break. Okay? You are watching Everyday People live, streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and top social media platforms. Make sure you like, you follow, you share, you comment, and you subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. أعزائي المشاهدين شكرا لمشاهدة Everyday People على قناة WJZZ Cool TV, and we have today's guest, Imaginarium Circus, and beautiful guests. And I want to also thank our sponsors, Pink Cab Express and Pink Medical Transportation, for sponsoring this show. And for those of you who are watching and would like to sponsor the show, you can hit this Cash App, capital J, 112233, capital W. And thank you so much for your support every single week and watching Everyday People. We bring different types of people on this show and different acts and different everything. So it's never the same every week. And we're going to continue with the show. We're going to do a switch off, and then we're going to continue our show.
Love you, bye.
He said the next video is up.
Oh, next video? Yes! أيوة, that's very good. Wallah, welcome back, حبيبتي.
Thank you.
All right. So, now, do any of you sing during the performances, the circus performances? Anybody sings?
Not loud enough for the audience to hear.
I would love to play around with some vocal work.
Yeah?
Yeah. I have not incorporated it, but
Do you
I
think it
that'd
would be
fun.
hard, like while you're performing and singing at the same time?
I don't know.
You
I
never
don't
tried
know.
it. Has anyone tried
I've
it?
done it at home.
I've done
you
it,
know,
yeah.
and just to the song, because you pick out your songs and you really enjoy it, you know, and you really get into the groove when you're practicing, and sometimes you'll just be singing along.
Yes.
I usually sing every time I perform, but never loud enough for anyone to hear me.
Yellow, we need to
Yeah.
get you on the microphone.
I know.
I've listened to this song so many times as I'm practicing.
Do you know like how many people would like start watching it? Like seriously, if you think about it, it's like hard. You're singing, you're using your vocal muscles, and you're
And
using
you're
all
doing
your.
these acrobatics.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That would be
very
really
challenging.
interesting. They're very
Yeah.
challenging, definitely.
Go back to my musical theater days. And
I don't project enough, I think, to do that. I have to have a microphone on me.
I have a shower voice, meaning it should not be outside of the shower.
Outside the shower? لا حبيبتي, outside of the shower.
No, I do have a friend that performs in San Francisco Bay Area, and she performs with ukulele. Like, she has a little ukulele on her back. She'll do her aerial routine, and then she'll just get up there and do a little.
What?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
She's multitasking.
I know. I was like, I've always wanted to add some multi elements.
Yes.
I don't play the ukulele.
We're
or
always
anything.
evolving.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. That's that was my next question. So how do you guys evolve? From the beginning when you guys individually started until now, 2022. How has it changed
So I
for
would
each of you?
say that I got interested in different apparatuses and would start exploring those. And then, like for example, I knew Jax did fire and we've talked about it. And then I was like, hey, can we go to your house and do fire? And she was like, yeah, come on out. And so then we all did.
Yeah.
all four of us. And she started teaching us how to perform fire.
Wow.
Yeah. So, you just see people do different things. There's lots of videos on Instagram and things like that. So you're always following other aerialists and you're like, that looks really cool. I'd like to get into that. And it's a little different for everyone, I think.
Yeah.
You've tried some really weird apparatuses too, haven't you? You've done multi cubes and
Well, I've
thingies
done.
and-
We
Nikki
did the
and I
cube.
both
You guys
did
have both done.
cube and sphere.
And
Okay.
sphere, yeah.
Yep. I have done span sets. I've done played on a frame. I really want to play on a spiral.
That's like
Which is like a
pole
corkscrew.
that just like
I'd like to
goes
do that
down
too.
comes down.
Wow.
Yes, and like it makes your splits look amazing. So like Stephanie has phenomenal splits because she has these long legs, and she was a dancer, so she can really get to her splits. I have short, stubby legs, so my splits don't quite look like Stephanie's, but on a spiral, they could.
The spiral.
Same goals.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
How can I make my legs look like Stephanie's?
That's your goal?
I remember taking classes with Stephanie. I was like, "Oh, we have a split in this one. Let me back up to the end of the room so that we can get. I don't cut half her legs off." So the other way we progress is we learn harder moves. So like when I first started, like basically I would just sit in the big round hoop in the lira, and then like now I can do a whole bunch of like I can hang from my feet and and do many different things and
It's just a
I
lot
don't
of
look terrified.
Yeah,
conditioning.
Yeah. Like, yes.
It's a lot of conditioning and just practice.
Yep.
Mhm.
Practice.
Practice,
Yeah.
practice. A lot of
And
practice.
a lot of times you won't be able to like nail a trick immediately. Like you really have to
Oh,
work at it.
goodness.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually currently working on C shaping
Yeah.
the lira, and it's so hard. It's so hard. And one of my teachers, I just went to go get a private from him last week, and it's just so challenging, but worth it.
Yes.
It is absolutely
Yes.
worth it. I mean, I did my single foot hang the other day. Like, it's something I've been working on for a long time. It's where you're just hanging upside down by one foot.
Wow.
And I've been working on that for goodness, almost a year almost.
Yeah.
Right.
And I finally, like, a couple weeks ago was able to, like, do it without any assistance. I was able to get up there and do it. Granted, I only held it for a few moments, but it was still like, all right, I got over that initial hump. Now I can keep making this better and maybe someday put it in a routine.
Yes.
And people will be like, whoa.
And I bet everybody cheered when you got it in class, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Again, back
Yep.
to that supportive environment.
Yes.
Everybody is so encouraging when you get something and they know you've been working on it.
Right. It's very encouraging.
You guys realize that the circus is the most inclusive
Yes.
community. Like these are our people.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so great. And it's really cool to see, like, even the younger generations come up too, and sometimes it's frustrating because they are so young and agile, and you're like, oh my gosh. But it's so exciting to see these new up and comers, get their skills and be like, wow, like see the potential of what they're going to be able to do someday, and it's really cool.
Right. Now, my next question is: do you guys have fear? Are you guys like scared when you're doing this?
Oh, I'm terrified.
Terrified.
I have been. Like, I distinctly remember this one time on the lyra, and I would look back now, and I'm like, that is such an easy move. And I was just terrified. I was like, at the beginning, I was like, no, I can't do it. I'm not ready. And now it would be no problem.
No problem. No fear.
problem, No fear with that particular move.
But if you had fear, would it show when you're performing?
Oh, yeah.
It would.
Well, for me it would because I have no poker face.
But usually when you're performing too, like you've done something so many times that you're
Oh,
comfortable
yeah.
with it by
Right.
the time
You're not going to
performing
put something in that you're not like I have this solid.
Yeah, because you want to be able to get up there and perform rather than think about what you have to do next.
Right.
So every move that we put into our routines are things that we could do, with our eyes shut and backwards in our sleep. So, yeah, because you don't want to get up there and be like, okay, what leg has to be
Right.
wrapped here,
Yes.
and how it has to make sure that it goes from one element to the other.
Just like transitioning.
Well, and for safety as well, because like with silks, which Stephanie does straight silks, if you don't do a wrap correctly, that's the only thing that's holding you in the air.
Yay!
So
boom,
La-
like you get to see how good your crash mat is.
Mhm.
So it's safety.
Safety first.
Yes.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
And I know, like, oh, I'm sorry. What was? I know, like, Jax was saying, like, you guys have insurance.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not for us.
Oh.
The insurance is to protect the audience.
Oh, but the audience is not for
If
you
the audience
to
were to
protect
get
you.
hurt, yes.
Oh.
Yes. That's what the insurance is for.
So you, do you like to be in the circus? Like, do you have to have like some type of like certificates or anything
For teaching, you do.
for
Yes.
teaching?
Yep. But just for performing, you don't have. There's no like school or certificate program. But all of our instructors, they go through different, certification courses and things like that. Yeah. There are actually quite a few circus schools around this country that
In Michigan?
I don't think there's a certification here in
Probably the
Michigan.
closest is Canada.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
The closest
Yes.
one is Canada.
Closest in another country.
It's another country.
Yes.
Now, do you guys teach the younger generation?
No. I taught gymnastics and dance for many years, and I don't miss not teaching.
You don't miss teaching?
Sometimes you just have to do something for yourself too.
Yes.
And be able to enjoy it rather than instruct people.
Right,
Mhm.
right. So you guys are doing it like as a hobby.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it's
a
like
passion.
passion.
Stress relief.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a
Cool.
passion for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hobby that keeps on growing and growing because there's
Mhm.
always new things that you want to learn, and I recently just bought a contact juggling ball, which is like this little crystal ball that people do like different skills with their hands on, and I was like, oh, this could be a fun little, in a couple years when I can pull together enough skills to do a routine, I could add this to our
Mm-hmm.
to our
To your
agenda.
repertoire.
Yeah.
So you guys are always thinking of ways to enhance
Oh,
your performance.
absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes.
And constantly taking classes and courses from people that are better than us, and just to learn new tricks and new techniques. So constantly learning
And how long you guys see yourself doing this?
forever.
Oh yeah.
Forever?
I-
Yes.
I-
That's what I'm talking about.
Forever.
Yes. So you guys are gonna be 100 years old performing.
That would be amazing.
That would
Yes.
be
You guys will be on the World Guinness
I
record.
know.
Oh, that's a goal.
Oh
That's a
my
goal.
goodness.
I actually do have 2 Guinness Book of World Records.
You were?
I do. I'm a 2-group Guinness record for things.
Really?
Yes.
You're in there?
Yes.
Well, look, congratulations! Yes, I finally met one person from the World Guinness record. And what's in there for what?
Oh, nothing spectacular. One is for a song played with a horn on the car.
On
We
the car.
played, yes. So like, wait, what was this song?
Oh,
It was
my
with
goodness.
minis, because I own a mini as well.
Uh-huh.
And
Yay!
so I forget, Rolling in the Water or something. I don't know. I don't. By the end of it, I was so annoyed with the song.
The beeping of
Yes,
horns.
yes, you just have to beep your horn to the song. And,
You have to keep the beat.
Yes, so that, and then the largest group, and it may have been broken already, but the longest group of continuously applying sunscreen at the same time.
Oh, very interesting. Very interesting.
I
So
did not
I
know
never heard that
that.
one before. You didn't know?
I didn't know
Oh, you
either.
didn't know either? Yeah, we all learned something new.
You know,
How about Heather?
I try to be humble.
And explain that last one with the sunscreen. So how does that work?
So everyone, we were at Cedar Point,
Uh-huh.
and they had everyone like gathered into a big area, and they handed out sunscreen, and you
Yeah.
had to just continuously be putting it on and rubbing it in. There was one where we were bouncing balls. So I'm sorry, there's 3 that I have. So we were just constantly bouncing balls in
Yeah.
the air for the longest duration time. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but a large group doing it together.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. So all of you are in the World Kennel Circus.
No, I'm
no.
not.
Nope, we weren't
No,
in
no.
this group.
I mean, you and the
Yeah,
group
yeah.
that you were with.
So the entire group was. Yes.
Wow. That's
Too funny.
amazing.
Now we know your extra hobby.
I know. Learn something new every day.
Yes. What we're gonna do now is watch the other video of you guys performing, and then we have 5 last minutes. And the 5 last minutes, we're gonna talk about if you guys, how people can reach out to you, how they can call you to perform for them, different themes and things like that. So we're gonna share. You guys are gonna share your contact information with the world
Excellent.
after we watch the video. Muscles. Too many exercises for this one. You gotta be able to lift your weight up all
for
by
sure.
yourself.
Yep. And a lot of core too. Like you'd be surprised. Like it looks like it's all upper body, but if you have a floppy midsection and your core is not engaged, you're never going to be able to pull yourself up. It's a lot of ab work.
It really is. And you could injure yourself if you're not conditioning those abs.
Yep.
And what exercises do you do to
Oh,
tighten your abs?
All the exercises.
All the
exercises.
exercises?
Yep, it depends. We do ground stuff. Tuck ups, V ups, straddle ups, those sort of things, and then regular sit ups as well. But we also do ab work in the air. When we we'll hold our apparatus, whether we're on silk or we're on a straight bar or a lira, and we'll do our tuck ups, our pike ups, our straddle ups, and our inverts as well. So you'll have to go upside down either in your straddle or your pike,
And it all
Yeah.
requires abs to be able to do
Yes.
that.
Oh. Well, I am so proud of all of you.
Thank you.
And I'm so happy you guys have strong abs.
Thank you.
Very happy about that. So if you guys can share with our audiences how they can reach out to you.
Absolutely. You can find us either on Facebook or Instagram under Imaginarium Circus. You can message us either way that way. We also have an email. Our email is imaginariumcircus@gmail.com. So you can email us if you are interested in having us at one of your events. And we're really excited to get into the community and get performing.
And is there, what's the last word on, let's just say, those who are watching and want to do what you're doing? What's your advice for them? Men and women.
Join a class.
Yes.
Start
Absolutely.
and don't make excuses because, like, I hear people all the time like, "Oh, I'm not strong enough." I'm like, "Do you think I was strong enough when I first started?" Like, no, I was not. That's how you get strong is you start taking classes.
Yeah.
And you take classes from people that have the knowledge to do it. Don't just get a lira and put it in your basement and go, "It's gonna go great," because it may not.
Yes, safety first.
Yes.
So do it from a qualified person.
Yep.
Yes.
Learn
Yep.
from a
And
qualified person.
people are frustrated at first, and because the first few classes you take, you're not going to be good, and you're gonna see people out there who have been doing it forever, and you're like, I want to do that, I want to do that, but it is baby steps.
Be patient with yourself. Definitely.
Yes. And
Have fun.
it
Yes.
is not pain free.
It's not
Anyone
pain-free?
ever thought that it would be there'd be no pain? There is, and you will get bruised and look like you don't have a safe home. I've had to tell many doctors, yes, I have a safe home.
Really?
We
Yeah.
You have
all
to explain it?
Or massage
Oh,
therapist.
definitely.
Yes.
Or mo-
Yep.
Oh yes.
What?
Yeah. Oh, I had a lira fall a couple of years ago
Oh.
that, and I had a bruise from here
Oh
to
my God.
here, and I had to tell my massage therapy, I was like, oh, my husband does not beat me. I
I
come from I did this to myself.
Oh my
I
God.
paid to do this.
paid to do this. Well, thank you, ladies, for coming out to Everyday People on WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. And we're gonna say the name of the group together. 1, 2, 3.
Imaginarium Circus.
Woo! And we have Mrs. Stephanie, Miss Heather, and we have Miss Darling
And
Daring
Daring
Nikki, and then we have Miss Jax, who's here, but we can only have a limited number of people to be here. But you saw her in the beginning of the show, and I really thank you for coming out to the show and giving an understanding of what you guys do and explaining to people what you guys do and the hard work that you guys put into what you do to do what you do and make people happy, you know, and put out positive vibes out in the universe. So I really appreciate all of you coming out here and being a part of the show. And until next time, we shall see you next week.
Thank you so much.